Good morning. Welcome to the Overtime Chatter. I'm here this morning, this November 23rd, 2025 at 6:10 to do this recap of Southern Charm season 11 episode 1. I think it's called Single and Ready to Mingle. I'm I don't know if I'm what's going on with me, but I'm not really that interested in this Southern Charm. But I need stuff to recap, and it's something. But I'm getting tired. It's 11 years of seasons of the same shit. These boys, white boys, run around. Sometimes black ones too, run around just drinking, trying to have sex with whoever about dumb shit. I don't know. So anyway, we start this off with dumb shit because we have they introduced a new person, but not a new person. It's Corey from Summer House. Well, let me start off. It's Craig, Austin, Whitley, and I think Corey is there too. It's Austin's birthday, and they at this real upscale, really nice upscale restaurant, and they're giving cheers. They got champagne. They just living the life. Look like they probably gonna have some cigars after. I mean, it's a really nice setting. I would like to visit that restaurant. But all of a sudden, the men just break out. Austin and Craig just break out and they start hounding and calling each other. You're a liar. No, you're a liar. No, you tried to manipulate me. And so the other guys is just sitting there looking at them, watching them argue. So it's real tense. Like I said, they was having a real good time, and something happened, and it just went bad. So all you hear at the end of this scene is Craig say, "I guess we want to dessert." Because don't nobody want to be there. Everybody ready to leave. So we had Madison. Okay, so we got Austin and Craig arguing in this restaurant, and then we got Madison. She coming over to Craig. She going over to Craig's house to visit him, and she's pregnant. And she says she doesn't like being pregnant. And any women that say that women she meet that say that they love being pregnant, and it makes they happy. And she was like, they lying. So I could go with that one. My first pregnancy, I felt like a like a flower. Not like a new untouched flower, but pretty and gloomy, and my skin was like, yeah, I was the bomb. But anyway, she said, so they lie. If they say they like that shit, they crazy. Cause she said she just let's get it done, get it over with. So she pulled up at Craig's house on her way to Craig. She talking to Austin. And Austin's like, yeah, how you doing? She was like, yeah, it's going, it's going. So she said, you coming to the baby shower? And he said, yeah, I'm coming. And he said, what kind of, what you need for your baby shower? She said, well, I don't need no nipple cream or nothing like that. So he started kind of laughing. Like Madison. I used to didn't like her, but I like her. And damn, I'm acting like I like this series. I talked all that shit coming in here. Now I'm like grinning and stuff. So anyway, we see she pull up at Craig's and his landscaping is off the shit. He paid a lot of money in landscaping. That's a lot of shit. It's pretty, but it's a whole bunch of different, when you want your landscaping to be pristine, you gotta have that dress, the hedges right, the flowers not get to pull up the roots between it. And when she pulled up to his house and got the car, she was like, wow, this landscaping, because you know this shit is the bomb. So we see Benita, she putting a fly trap in the trash at her place. We'll see Molly, she run around her house. Molly moved into a newer house, but a smaller house. And her place, Rodriguez said her place, she like a hoarder, but she running that motherfucker looking for a snake. She said she got three dogs, no, three cats, a dog, a corn snake, and a hamster. They don't go together, do they? Man, I gotta keep reading. Maybe it wasn't a hamster. So if you got a hamster and your corn snake is running loose, child, no. Mm-mm. This thing is coloring this thing. I look orange and my teeth look yellow. Yeah, I'm black. Yeah, that look better. Okay. So anyway, She had her house try to thaw out the mice. I ain't doing nothing that shit. She keeping mice in her refrigerator that just in the box. Tupperware. Fuck that. She's good. She really do like animals and reptiles. So we got this show us at Patricia. She's giving that we at her house, and she's talking to Whitley, showing him this silver baby rattle that she gonna give the baby to Madison. Get to Madison's baby. I never understood that silver rattle shit. I think they got that little gums to feel. Maybe that's why it is. If maybe the silver feel good against their mouth. This ain't never seemed like they was sanitary. They pretty. I know. I never time I ever seen them. They always been brand new. So I don't know what the fuck gonna look like after. You know, probably like an old spoon or something. I don't know. Ain't my thing. So we got Austin. He talking about Madison. And he said that they come. She ain't coming to the shower with him because she's at a bridal shower. And he said the thing they do, they see each other 3 to 5 times a month. He said the traffic is hell, but it worked for them. So if it worked for y'all, just keep doing that. So we got Madison. Yeah, I told y'all Madison said she hate being pregnant. So she's sitting there talking to Craig and looking around his house and shit. Craig can spend a lot of money on his property, but he got money like that making them pillows. So he said that he get since Paige been gone because he felt so betrayed by somebody he trusted and he loved. He said he hits moments of sadness, but it's not like it's depression. He said he don't understand what's wrong with him and Paige. He said, I guess she needs a villain in this a situation, and she chosen to make it be me. But he sound like he taking the role just fine because he sound like the fucking victim. So we see flashback of Paige and scenes from the seasons beforehand, and it's one where she talking to, I think she talking to Amanda from Summer House. And she like, I don't understand. She said, he said, I wish you wouldn't do this before you see the ring. And I said, you got the ring already? And he said, yeah. And she's like, see shit like that. When he tell me stuff, the reason why I can't be with him or marry him is because when he tell me some shit, I can't believe him. And she's exactly right. Ain't nothing else to talk about. I gotta trust. How can I marry you and I don't trust you? I think you're lying to me now. So Madison said she feels sad for him because she really believed Craig thought that in his heart that Paige was his wife. He said, but she wasn't the one for him. What he should date like 2, 3 girls, but don't call none of them his girlfriends, get around. So he said he done had his 3 great loves. It was Naomi, then it was Paige, and then some girl that he had met 6 months ago. No, 6 years ago in the Bahamas, and they started seeing each other. And I sound like the way he talking, like she was digging him, and he wasn't digging her. He was just digging in her to help him feel better about not being with Paige no more. So he said, so it was some article, something that came out. I guess he did an interview with him or the girlfriend, and he said he needed time to heal. You already know that shit when you fucking with somebody. I think the girl just started digging with him. So he tells us that Craig tells us that Shep and Austin was there for him when he was going through this shit with Paige, that he ain't had to go suffer that by himself when he needed company. That they'd be the QT man, the quiet time man, the good time man or whatever. So Paige had told Madison, he said, I'm 37. You think I aged out? She was like, fuck no. And you know why you ain't? Because look at the shit Shep's still doing. So Shep and Austin meet in a baby store to buy a baby boutique to buy gifts for Madison baby shower. And they in the store, and Shep get there first, and he talking to the ladies, right? He said, I don't have a baby, but I got a friend that's having a baby. And just so happened I'm having a friend. Help me pick out the thing today. And this friend just so happened to be their girlfriend, the ex-girlfriend of the lady they were taking the baby to. There, he said, so anyway, there was some stupid shit, and the lady just was looking at him, right, and he was feeling weird too. So he said, "I'm gonna just go look." So, or some shit like, I might need help later or something. So he walks off. So when he walk off, the lady say, awkward. He saw it was so awkward. And it really was, but she didn't give a damn. So anyway, she meet Austin and he and they fucking around in the store, don't know how to mess with nothing, feeling awkward. You could tell he a baby in the damn baby store. So they looking at shit right, and it's a rocking horse, and it didn't look like it was worth $150. I wouldn't even have bought it. And Shep picked up a rocking horse for $150. And he said, ooh, 150. And Shep was like, and Austin is like, yeah, trust fund, baby. But he said, this motherfucker is so cheap. I was like, damn. So anyway, they walk around the store and they talking and they making jokes about who gonna have the baby next, who gonna have a baby, and if it is, and who gonna be the mama, because they got 9 months to figure the shit out, blah blah blah. So what happened next? So we hear Shep say his confessional that his dating life is active, but he said, but it fizzles out. And he said he changed his age range. He moved it to 28 years old. So Austin asks, yeah, Austin asked Shep if he want to go to can they are they going to shower together, some shit. And he said, yeah, because Audrey is out of town, so I want to go so we can go together. So anyway, they start looking around and Shep sees something that costs $45. It's a picture frame. He get all excited. But I think they wound up buying two gifts. I think they did. But what's his name? Austin see a teddy bear because Madison's going to name her. She's having a girl, and she's going to name her little girl Teddy. Teddy is her father's name, and her father passed away. I think a couple of years ago, or maybe last year, or right before she had the baby, but it hadn't been that long ago. So to Austin, he think it's cool because it's a Teddy, and it's a named Teddy. And then they said, we're gonna put a bow on his neck and this and that. And it's $350. And then, Chef was like, $350. But Austin like this motherfucker. So he going to buy. I actually didn't like Austin, but I do. I like Austin. This last 3, 4 seasons, I have started liking him. So he paid for his $350 teddy, which is more like 380. Then they go in there and put that motherfucker on the ground at the baby shower. My shit, but I just been moving them damn boxes. I ain't putting $400 on the ground because with taxes it's about 380. So they still in the beauty store, and Austin and Craig. Austin is telling Shep about how him and Craig went sunbathing and having drinks right before the shower. I guess they wanted to catch some tains to go wear with their outfits. I don't know. And he said we was chilling. He said it's fine. He said, but I'm with this. I'm like, if you are addict because Paige gone. I mean, you gonna go back to being an addict because Faye's gone. And then you hear Chef say, yeah, because she was his basket, and he put all his eggs in. And when she left, she took the eggs, and all the eggs fell out and broke. It was some shit like that. So we see Molly, and like I said, she got reptiles in her home. And there's just something I will not be visiting her. So Rodriguez come over and he's just looking like it's shit everywhere. So he asked her was she a hoarder. She said no, she got a small house. She don't got nowhere to put shit. So he picked up some. He said, "What's this?" She said, "Oh, that's my shark stuff from Chet." And he was like, "Your shark stuff?" And she was like, "Yeah." She said, "I have shark teeth." She said, "Y'all gonna go into business with each other." He said, "After y'all had y'all little love explosion." And she said, "Stop saying that. Wasn't no love explosion." She said, "Well, all fucking what Chef did was help me do was figure out what the fuck I don't want." So I guess it just wasn't no love match. It was just you know, a match for that. They both was feeling some type of way. So we started going to Vanita now. Vanita looks so nice in her confessional. Sometimes she get it, and then sometimes she misses it. But when she get it, she get it. She look good as hell in this confessional. I like that against her skin. I don't know if it's satin white or cream white or whatever it is. So she said her and Sally became friends because Sally knew that JT and her was trying to get together. And then when JT did that shit to her, they broke, it went bad. But we see at the reunion, her making a fool of herself. First of all, he ain't even fine enough to say yes. When they was at the last reunion and Andy said, how do you feel about what she said? What he say? He said, how you feel? Do you want to be friends with JT? And she was like, yeah. And then he said, do you want to date him? Yeah, and everybody was like, so that night in New York, 'cause I think that's what it was at, she said JT came to her room and stayed there till 5 a.m. in the morning. Yes. And then ghosted her ass. When they got back to Charleston, he said he just felt the face of the earth. I guess she wanted that girlfriend to know that the one that he went back to, I don't see why she couldn't tell, girl, you was just you was a curiosity. Think he wanted to know is that shit true, and it is. He found out it was true. That's why his ass ran on back over there, cause he found out the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Ooh, it had you aching. Had that toothache. Had you aching. So you figured it out and took your ass back right back over there. And Vanita, you crazy. You know this shit wasn't gonna work. First of all, I'm not a prejudiced person. I love everybody. And if you're a man and you fine, I wouldn't give a fuck if you was an alien. If you fine, you mine. I'm attracted to beauty. I think men are beautiful. I think the way that their bodies is put together, that them same hands that can deliver a baby can help you make you have one too. Amen. So anyway, let me get off of that. But no, he ain't even really look like shit for you to be like throwing yourself on the fire for that shit. And then what he did, he just played you. You jumped off a diving board and didn't break the water, just hit the shit with your face. And didn't it hurt? And he just, yeah. And then his mama no one gonna fuck with you like that. JT mama and his sister, he wasn't gonna have no black girl whether they like you or not. They like that a black girl is attracted to their son, to her son. Yeah. I don't think she don't I'm one of them too. I got two sons. Shit. Every race like mine. I mean, I wouldn't believe that about myself. But anyway, that shit wasn't gonna work. So she said the reason why they was friends because Sally stayed up in her face asking her how she was doing, wondering how she was feeling. Then we see Sally in her confessional, and Sally tell her she ain't like Jake. She never liked JT. She thought he was an asshole. She ain't never trust him. That's what she said. So, but why you gotta trust him? No. So anyway, but she peeping her eye on Craig, and if her and Benita is best friends, and she digging Craig, and Benita don't like Craig, and Craig don't like Benita, it's gonna go ugly. So anyway, let's see how long they be friends. So, what else did she say? What else went on here? Okay, so we had we're at Patricia house again. This time she decorated for the baby shower. It looked it ain't a baby shower for her age to me, or maybe it's just a set. They look it's for an older lady. Like Patricia. But she giving her a pep shot. The food look good. They got drinks flowing. You know what? Do they not have music at these events because of they recording? Can't they just turn the music down and play and just show shots of the people? Because I said that fucking parties be so boring. They never really had no music playing. Not unless it's a live band or something. That ain't true because on some shows they had the music playing in the background. Yeah, they do. What am I thinking about? I'm tripping. So anyway, in comes they show her decorating and she walking around the house critiquing what she like, what she don't like. It's an hour before they come. She don't like the Miss Patricia don't like the swan necklace. She said they look like they choking them. So she wouldn't make them big, but she don't have that much time. She gotta get upstairs and change because the guests are coming. The first guest to come is Corey and Craig, and they walk in. They got wine or something for the house, and then the box is a handmade quilt by Craig for the baby, for Teddy. So when Madison come in, she looks so pretty. I think she pretty, and I like how she dressed most of the time too. So everybody starts showing Benita and Craig when they see each other. It's kind of like, oh Lord, oh, Craig's an asshole. So Corey is with Craig when they come in, and Craig is from some house, and Craig says that him and Corey met each other in college, and when you saw one, you always said the other. But Molly think he a toxic, a toxic some fuck boy. She called him a fuck boy. So so I mean I'm saying they ain't really do nothing. They had this little party, but man, what I want to see is I don't even know. Oh, Whitney is out there too talking to Craig and Corey, so they give him the wine and the gift. And Craig don't like how he holding the box. He said, "Give me my box. Here, you just hold this. I do it." So Whitney said, look like you got something in there. He ain't say it, but he think back to a time where Craig gave another gift to somebody that he homemade, and when she opened up the box, the shit wasn't even put together. So he just kind of laughed and said, "You can put it on the table over there." And he put it on the table, and then that's where the gift table, the same place where fucking I think it was Austin just threw that $380 bill on the floor. No, no, no. So that's what she called him. What did she call him? And he is that. Molly starts talking to Corey by the bar. And they having fun. They get Corey goofy to me. And I don't think he that cute either. And I don't like the way he dressed. You know, she called him a shiny, toxic fuck boy. And that's what he looked like somebody from the 70s, the disco. He might look like the disco age or some shit. So then when they laughing, they talking jokes, and he was like, when I come over your house tonight, what I'm gonna do? And she said, you can hold my snake. He said, you can hold my snake. She said, I got a corn snake. He said, I got an anaconda. And she looking. So across the hall, not out across the lawn, Madison is talking to Craig. So at the same time, she said, "Oh, look at Molly and Corey over there." And then Craig said, "Yeah, I thought he would like Molly. I thought they'd match up good." So she over there giggling and flirting and shit. So anyway, all of a sudden she get to drinking. She don't need to drink. She a fun Molly a fun drunk till she get one too many. Then she becomes a annoying drunk. She crying because this bitch missed band practice. I missed them. They're gonna hate me. And I ain't want to hear that shit. So anyway, he was like, even it was getting on his nerves. I think Corey. I think he was like, "Ooh, bitch, get a, you on your period or something." Molly down on nerves with that. So anyway, Molly is. She said she a reptile mom. So somebody was trying to rehome their pet. So she got three cats, a dog, a gecko, and a snake. They don't fuck with each other. The snake don't try to eat the gecko. I guess reptiles don't eat reptiles. I don't know. I don't fuck around in that world. I don't like shit that look wet and it ain't wet. I don't know. I'm just like that. I'm trying to tear these pages apart, but pull these pages apart with my notes because I operate on my hands sometimes. I can't turn grab shit like I'm supposed to. So anyway, they still talk about. So anyway, I told you Rodney came over to her house, and he was like he wasn't happy being in Molly's house. And he said, "Listen, bitch, happiness." He said, "Happiness starts at the home, bitch. Clean this house up." That's what he said in his confessional. I kind of like him. He be starting shit. So anyway, he said she was a hoarder. She said she not. We went over there already. Uh, They said about them being best friends, Sally and them. We said that he helped them through their trying times. What else we got here? Oh, what I wanted to see at Patricia property is I wanted to see Whitney's place, y'all. That motherfucker, he look, it's like a casita. I mean, I guess people call them mother-in-law quarters. He laid that bitch out, made turn into a, he called his lair. And it is a lair. That motherfucker nice. For the little shots that they show, so after they finish with that bullshit by baby shower, the party is moving over there into the lair. So when Madison was talking to Craig, she was like, "Sally ain't your type, is she?" And he was like, "No, I think she's beautiful." And Madison look at him and be like, "Yeah," but here go the thing. If Madison, no, if Vanita know that Craig and Sally's trying to hook up, she ain't gonna like that shit. You know, girl code shit. This motherfucker did this and that. Now the beef between Vanita and Craig shouldn't even be no beef. She took she took Vanita took Craig's side, took Paige's side in the breakup because she said she's the closest to Paige, which makes sense to me. But in Sally's confessional to us, she said that she thinks that Vanita is wrong because the person that was brought into the group, who was Paige, is the one when they leave, you're supposed to stick with the person that brought the person to the group, the original group member, not the one he added to. Then they didn't work out and she went away. You're supposed to go back here. But Vanessa says she's not going to do that, and we find out the reason why she's not. The reason why they're angry at each other is because she took Paige's side in the breakup, and Dee was doing their interviews, bloggers or whatever the fuck, news articles, and they were saying Craig was acting like he was so hurt because he felt the betrayal was like he trying to say that Paige cheated on him or some shit like that. And that's not what happened. And he kept talking about the situation where Vanita thought that he should shut the fuck up because he didn't know the situation. You ain't with her no more, so you don't know what she doing in her life. So the caveat for Vanita to get rid of Craig was Craig said, I don't associate with her or I don't like her. Yeah, you say you don't like me, I ain't fucking with you either. I just ain't fucking with you. So they both at the party in this tent. But now, since they're having a party in Whitley's lair after the baby shower, Sally want to go hang out with Craig because she think Craig. Why this shit is going on with the Madison and the Craig? She over there with Rodriguez and somebody else. It's minus Vanetta, and she is telling. I call her Benicia. Vanetta. She is telling them that she think Craig is hot and popping. And then I think Rodriguez said, yeah, he made me sick. I hate him because of his hair. So they over there blowing this nigga up. And which come just over there, Vanetta over there just doing her own shit. She ain't paying that no mind. So Craig, all of a sudden, because Madison said, you know, you is single. And he like, yeah, fuck, I am single. So he walked over to her and he started talking to her. And he said, they started talking about what's wrong with him and Vanetta. And he like, yeah, she don't know what the fuck. I couldn't eat for a month. I couldn't sleep. And she telling me I'm just milking a relationship so I can I don't know, I guess get attention, whatever, stay relevant. I don't know what the fuck was going on. And then while that's going on, Roger's trying to get Vanetta to talk to Craig. And she was like, man, fuck him. Because all he had to do is he had a problem with me. You can come say, I don't like that you did this. And you said that. That made me feel this type of way. She said, but that's not what he did. This motherfucker went on TV and was like, I don't mess with her. I don't like her. So she was like, man, fuck him. So he was like, oh, you know, just be the bigger person. So I'm tired of being the goddamn bigger person. You right. I'm tired of you be the bigger person and the black person and the only motherfucker that ever said you sorry on this motherfucker. Yes, I don't want you to do that because you didn't do nothing wrong. Y'all both was wrong. So your girlfriend wants you to tell Craig you sorry or make up with him so she can feel comfortable riding his dick, and then I don't know about the rest of them. I guess because I don't know. You probably gonna do it though. Because if you fucked around with JT, you fell for that bullshit, after he did that show online with his girlfriend, let her post you and call you a rat and all type of shit. Girl, and then you went and let him in your room till 5 o'clock in the morning. You apologize. So just stop. I don't even know why I'm talking about it. So anyway, she really getting mad now. She done walked off the show. She not walked off the show. She walked out the scene because she said, I'm not gonna go say nothing to him. And it kind of makes sense too. I ain't even really mad at her. She's like, listen, I'm at somebody else's baby shower. And y'all know how this motherfucker can rage, especially when he been drinking. And we ain't seen him drunk in a long time. And I don't know what just going to trigger. And this is not a conversation. I want to have this lady shower. And then she better not have it at the shower at Patricia's house. Bitch, your black ass will never be invited back. I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't do it. So she do what she need to do. She leaves. And they let her leave. Sally don't run behind her. Rodriguez don't. They let her ass leave. So that should kind of show her. This a second time some shit done went on with her, and they just be like, huh? So they finally get into the party because it's time for the party to start. And I see her walk off. And what else do I see happen? We see Vanita leave. Oh, we see Patricia get mad because she sees Craig opening up Madison's gift. And why did she care? He doing it. It's personal. It's something he said he made, handmade. It was ugly to me. And then you gonna tell me you didn't go out because you made my gift the night before. Motherfucker, you know how long the shower was supposed to be. So it was alright. It was a gift. But she was over there like, Craig is opening up gifts on the sidewalk. That's so tacky. You tacky saying that. I don't really like Patricia, y'all. I'm just gonna tell you. So anyway, but she hanging out there. She hanging out because her ass is in this TV every season for somebody who ain't want to be on TV. So we go back to Corey and Molly. They're still at the bar. They're acting like two high school kids who like each other but don't know how to say, I want to go out with you or something. So she ain't going. I told you she was upset. She started crying and shit. So Madison, it started opening up her gifts since Patricia did that. And they bring her gift to her. Madison is pretty to me. She's even pretty and pregnant. And the gift that Rodriguez gave her, she started crying because he painted her picture and put it in a gold frame. That ugly shit like that gold that kind of like the president like in his Oval Office. It's one of them frames, but he painted her a cute teddy bear, and then the inside on it, it's got Teddy written on it, and it made her cry. She said she knew she was gonna be emotional, but she didn't know it was gonna be like that. She tells Austin that his gift looks very expensive. He said it is, and she said, "Yes, thank you. I take that one for if she ain't want it, I wouldn't take it back. I keep it." And when Vanita walked off and then her confessional, she said she figured out what Sally is. She said Sally's a girl's girl to a man come in the picture. I know bitches like that too, girl. So after that, that's all we see. So it's still it looked like it's gonna be something with Craig, Sally. I think Sally's gonna start dating Craig, but somebody else is too. And the person that he gonna be dating is gonna be Sally, one of Sally's friends. So it's like it's gonna be some bullshit drama, but pretty much the same drama that it normally always is. So listen, you could have been anywhere, but you've been here with me for 33 seconds and 50 minutes, and I love you for it. I really do. It really matters. So let's build this community together. Have fun. Come over here, chill. We take baths. That's stupid. We take baths over here. It's so stupid. Listen, I'm a guy to stay if I get myself in trouble. Let me get on if I get spit on. That's how you get yourself in trouble, hanging around talking too much. I love you and thanks for being here. Bye now.